Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alicia bin Alias, and I'm going to share an introduction about thermochemistry. So basically, thermochemistry is a study of heat energy which is associated with chemical reaction and or physical transformation. So the most basic thing is about endothermic and exothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction involves the absorption of heat. If heat is released in a reaction, it is known as exothermic reaction. From the heat change, we can get the information of structure, stability, and the chemical bond strength. Hence, the specific study of heat change is in chemical reaction are called thermochemistry. The units of energy is 1 calorie, which is the heat required to raise temperature of 1 gram of H2O by 1 degree Celsius. To sum it up, 1000 cal is equal to 1 kilocal, and 1 kilocal is equal to 1 calorie, a food calorie. Besides, 1 cal is equal to 4.184 joule. In addition, a calorie on a food package is 1000 times larger than the calorie used in chemistry and physics. System is any specific parts of the universe that is of interest. For an example of the systems are solution in a flask, a gas in a cylinder, and air in the tire. While the rest of the universe outside the system is called the surroundings, such as an acid-base neutralization reaction occurs in a flask.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning, madam. So next, I will present about temperature, heat, and enthalpy. Firstly, about heat capacity. The symbol is C. The heat required to rise an object's temperature by 1 degree Celsius in bracket joule degree Celsius negative 1. Second, specific heat. The symbol is S. Specific heat is a quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius in bracket joule gram negative 1 C Celsius negative 1. And lastly, amount of heat. Symbol is Q. Q is the amount of heat that has been absorbed or released in a particular process. Unit of Q is J. So the formula is C equal to Ms, Q equal to Ms delta T equal to C delta T. Thank you.
Good morning, madam. Today I will present about calorimeter. What is a calorimeter? Calorimeter is a device used in the laboratory to measure the heat result from the chemical or physical change at constant pressure or volume. What is use of calorimeter? Calorimeter is used to measure heat capacity or the volume of specific heat of a substance. Moreover, calorimeter also used to measure the amount of heat energy and then use that to calculate or other heat related information. That's all. Thank you.
Now, we are moving to enthalpy and enthalpy change. What is enthalpy? Enthalpy is the heat content of a system at constant pressure. Chemists routinely measure change in enthalpy of chemical systems as reactants are converted into products. The heat that is absorbed or released by a reaction at constant pressure is the same as the enthalpy change and is given the symbol delta H. The change delta H is positive in endothermic reactions and negative in exothermic processes. Enthalpy change reaction value factors. First, type of reactions, which is formation or combustion. Second, temperature during the reaction. Third, pressure. And the last one is concentration of the solution. The last one is Hess law indirect method. Hess law states that if a reaction is carried out in a series of steps, delta H for the reaction will be equal to the sum of the enthalpy change for the individual steps. The overall enthalpy change for the process is independent of the number of steps or the particular nature of the path by which the reaction is carried out. Hess law provides a useful means of calculating energy change that are difficult to measure directly. It also allows the thermochemical equation to be multiplied, divided, added, and subtracted between one and another. The value of delta H for inverse reaction is equal, but with the opposite sign.